Hello, Christ URC. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Catherine. I'm sometimes impersonate a pianist in the front of our lovely little church, and I overheard some folks talking about how it would be nice to know some of the parts to the hymns that we're singing, so I thought I'd start a little video tutorial series on those parts. So we are going to start with hymn 103E. 103E, O come bless my soul. Nope, O come my Lord. Oh, what is happening? O come my soul, bless thou the Lord. I can read, I promise. In the Trinity Psalter hymnal. If you don't have a copy at home, you can actually download the app. That's really easy, and you can find all the hymns in there. Some of them are also online at hymnary.org. You can find some PDFs on there. Okie doke. So, starting off nice and easy with the melody. I wanted to start with this one because there are some really fun, little bit higher notes in there, so we might do some little vocal tips while we're at it. Okay, so here's your starting out. Ready, here we go. Oh, come my soul, bless thou the Lord thy Maker, and all within me bless his holy name. Bless thou the Lord, forget not all his mercies, his pardoning grace and saving love proclaim. Bless him, ye angels, wondrous in might. Bless him, his servants, who in his will delight. I also realized I'm not using a real microphone, so sorry if I just blew the speakers out. Okay, yay! So there's the melody. Couple of things that I like to point people to as we come to hymns that have many verses is, if you can, do your best to phrase with the actual text. So that means breathe where you would breathe if you were speaking or reading the text. For example, I'm going to talk a little bit about how to find your place in music here. So if we look at the lines, I'm just going to do this like I'm an elementary school teacher. Here we go. Okay. All right, here we go. Here's a line. It's connected by this line going this way. Whoosh, part 1. Line 2. Line 3. Yay, hooray. So if I say line 2, boom, I'm right here, and I'm going to be talking about the middle of that line. So that's where I am. Line 2, middle of the line, where it says, and all within me bless his holy name. Now, you might be tempted to sing, and all within me bless his holy, because that's where it kind of sounds like the musical line ends. However, the text does not say that. It says, and all within me, because you would say, and all within me. You wouldn't say, and all within me, right? So if you can, hang on to that little phrase till me, and then breathe, bless his holy name. Now, to contrast that, let's take a look at that same exact spot, but verse 4. So, within me, to anger, kind, to all who fear his name. Actually, you could look at verse 3 also. 3 and let's do verse 3. I lied. Tender and kind to all who fear his name. Now, there, you could breathe where you probably are feeling like you want to, which is after the word kind. Tender and kind to all who fear his name. Okay, same deal on like tender grass, breathe, that soon will disappear. His kingdom rules, breathe, or all from pole to pole. Little things like that are going to be really helpful, not only for your singing, but also so that you can continue to hopefully contemplate the words that we're singing, which I know can sometimes be a little bit of a challenge with some melodies. Okay, another thing I want to do real quick is look over at the very end where the refrain is. So that is the end of the second line of that second page. So, bless him, ye angels, wondrous in might. Now, as a singer, I'm going to tell you, it's really mean to put a high note at the end of a phrase. It's not nice. So what do? We want to make sure, first of all, don't panic. That's rule number one of high notes. Do not panic. It's going to be okay. And the other thing that is very important is to breathe. So breathe. Wondrous in might. Okay, let's give it a try. Bless him, ye angels. Here we go. Ready, and bless him, ye angels. Breathe. Wondrous in might. Another nifty tip. Might is on a lovely ah vowel. Might. You don't want to go might, because then you sound like a country singer. So hang on to that ah vowel when you get to that note. It will make your life easier. Do with me wondrous in might. Here we go. Wondrous in might. There we go. Same note on the next phrase. So you are going to breathe as if you were going somewhere. There are two ways to breathe. There's a one way to breathe where you feel like you're stopping. Wondrous, wondrous in might, bless, and then you're like, oh man, I gotta keep going. Instead, we want to breathe as if we have a springboard to the next phrase. So that would be like this. Try it with me. Here we go. Wondrous in might, bless him, ye servants. Breathe. Who in his will delight. That's going to help you a lot. Also, when you have some of those higher notes, and we have a few in a row there, just all of the air. I was going to get complicated for a second. I'm not going to get complicated because it's not a voice lesson, although that would be really fun. No, just tons of air, tons of courage. Air and courage, two main ingredients to singing. Okay, let's try that whole refrain, bless him, ye angels. So ready, and here we go. Bless him, ye angels, breathe. Wondrous in might, bless him, his servants, who in his will delight. Very good. Okay, let's do a quick little run through now of okay, for funsies, let's skip down to verse 3, because verse 3 is always the hardest one to read. It's the one in the middle. So, his love is like a father's, and see, if you can experiment a little bit with that breathing and phrasing we talked about at the beginning, of breathing with commas or with natural parts of the text that you would normally breathe in if you were speaking. Okay, verse 3 from the top. Ready, here we go. His love is like a father's to his children, tender and kind to all who fear his name. For while he knows our weakness and our frailty, occurs to me that it would be helpful to do a run through of the whole thing, but for the sake of time, I'm not going to. I might upload that as a different video. We'll see. Okay, cool. Great. Next video is going to be alto part. Yay, hooray.